Note, all characters, events, and spoken words in this story are fictional, and is not meant to target any specific audience. Feel free to stop reading at any time and read at your own risk. It was just like any other day as Xiao Man got up for work. Dressing in a saggy shirt and an elastic sports pant that was a bit loose, Xiao Man prepared to jog to work like usual, but Xiao Man was not prepared for what was to happen next. After Xiao Man quickly cooked and enjoyed a delicious breakfast consisting of a fried egg over a bowl of iceberg lettuce salad, Xiao Man grabbed her keys and headed off to work. Walking out of her house, Xiao Man locked her doors and prepared to jog off to work. However, she was interrupted by someone calling her name. Xiao Man, a gentle male voice resounded. Xiao Man was confused on who would even know where she lives, let alone a male. Xiao Man glanced over to see a tall, short-haired male dressed in a casual checkered shirt and slim tight-fitting jeans. The man was leaning against a clean white BMW as he gently glanced over at Xiao Man. Xiao Man took a glance at his face and saw a very handsome face with a gentle smile. However, Xiao Man was very confused at the moment. How the heck does this stranger know Xiao Man? The man's eyes seemed to sparkle as he began to approach Xiao Man. When he was a few steps away from Xiao Man snapped out of her daze and asked, sir, may I ask who you are? The man stopped in his tracks for a bit before realization seemed to dawn upon him. He then gave a small chuckle before stating, Xiao Man, do you not remember your good friend with the bangs over his face anymore? It's me, Xiao Zhengxin. Xiao Man stared back in shock and realization. No wonder this man knew Xiao Man. It was because he was Xiao Zhengxin, but he changed so much that he was unrecognizable. In her moment of shock over Xiao Zhengxin's change, Xiao Man didn't really know how to respond. Xiao Man, I can tell you my story later. But first, come with me, I have something to show you, Xiao Zhengxin calmly said with a gentle smile as he grabbed Xiao Man's hand to pull her to his car. Xiao Man broke out of her daze at that moment, and remembered that she had to go to work. So, Xiao Man told Xiao Zhengxin, we can catch up later. Right now, I need to go to work. Otherwise, my boss would be mad at me. Xiao Zhengxin chuckled before pulling out a cell phone. While dialing on the cell phone, Xiao Zhengxin calmly stating, don't worry about it. Xiao Man was confused as she retorted, what do you mean don't worry about it? This job is very important to Xiao Man. It's me, Xiao Zhengxin interrupted Xiao Man by speaking on the phone, you can tell Xiao Man yourself. Then, Xiao Zhengxin handed the phone to Xiao Man. Xiao Man took the phone with curiosity and answered it. Xiao Man realized the one on the other side is her boss, and her boss told her not worry about work. Her boss told her she doesn't have to come to work anymore if she wants, but she would still get paid her salary. Then, her boss congratulated her before hanging up. Xiao Man was utterly confused at this point. Xiao Zhengxin took this chance to seat her in his car as he stated, come, I will tell you everything afterwards. Then Xiao Zhengxin drove off into the distance as he told Xiao Man about his successes from affiliate marketing. After a lot of hard work while studying in school, and even more time investment after graduating, Xiao Zhengxin became a successful affiliate marketer, making thousands of dollars per day. As the story went on, before they knew it, the car HHAD reached a large gate. The gates opened for Xiao Zhengxin's car as he drove onto a beautiful path filled with flowers. Not long afterwards, Xiao Zhengxin parked his car in front of a small mansion before inviting Xiao Man off the car. Holding on to Xiao Zhengxin's hand, Xiao Man was led into the mansion where there were two ladies waiting right next to a large, shiny box. Welcome home, Sir Zhen. I presume this lady is the one this dress is for, one of the ladies said. After Xiao Zhengxin nodded, the two ladies brought the box and led the confused Xiao Man off to change. Not long afterwards, Xiao Man came back out dressed in a beautiful, white silky dress. Two small words Xiao Man was sewed right at the center of the chest of the dress. Xiao Man was still a bit confused, but couldn't help but admire the dress. Xiao Man then glanced over at Xiao Zhengxin, who was now dressed in a tuxedo while looking at her with a gentle smile. Xiao man, this is to fulfill my previous promise to you of dressing you in the most beautiful dress. I believe that old promises must be fulfilled before new ones are made, Xiao Zhengxin stated with a smile. Xiao man was shocked, happy, yet at the same time she had some self-doubt. Xiao man couldn't help but question, am I really worthy of this dress? After all, putting it on an ugly, fat girl like me, is it not a waste? Xiao Zhengxin declared, of course you are worthy. Take a look yourself. The two female salesmen that brought the dress now pushed out a large mirror. Xiao man looked into the mirror and noticed a slim, beautiful girl staring back at her. After years of hard work, Xiao man had lost most of her fat and the chubbiness that was left was unnoticeable. If anything, it made Xiao man look even more cuddly and cute. Never doubt yourself again, Xiao man. You have always been the most beautiful woman in the world to me, and you still are. Xiao Zhengxin drew Xiao man's attention with his speech as he approached Xiao man. Then, Xiao Zhengxin reached into his pockets while kneeling down on one knee. Xiao Zhengxin then pulled out a tiny box before opening it, revealing a diamond ring. Xiao man, if you are willing, I, Xiao Zhengxin, promise to take care of you for the rest of my life. Years later at a general hospital, Xiao Zhengxin brought Xiao man for a health checkup for the new life in Xiao man's belly. As Xiao Zhengxin and Xiao man were waiting for their turn, Xiao man noticed a thin, sickly-looking woman who seemed very familiar sitting near them. Xiao man couldn't help but call out, Xiao Kuai. The sickly, weak woman looked over in confusion. Xiao man then got up as she strolled over while gently grabbing the sickly woman's hands. Xiao Kuai, it's me, Xiao man. What happened to you? The sickly, thin woman stared at Xiao man in confusion for a bit before seemingly recalling who she was. She then gently smiled as she replied, Xiao man, it's been a while, high school was it? Don't worry about me Xiao man, it's just some lasting side effects from the many drugs I consumed back then when I tried to lose weight. Xiao man looked over at Xiao Kuai pitifully as she felt a pang of sadness inside that her bestie had ended up in this condition. Xiao man couldn't help but think that if she had encouraged her bestie to work hard to lose weight like she did herself, her bestie would not have ended up in this situation. Noticing Xiao man's sad face, Xiao Kuai chuckled as she waved her hands. Let's just let the past be the past. Don't be sad over my mistake Xiao man. Rather than that you should be happy. Xiao man, congratulations. It seems you are about to start a family. Hearing that, a gentle smile surfaced on Xiao man's face as she gently rubbed her bulging belly as she nodded. Xiao Kuai also smiled back as if they were still the besties from before. Not long after, Xiao Zhengxin walked up and held Xiao man's hand as he said, done catching up with your friend? It's our turn to go in now. Xiao man nodded in response as she bid Xiao Kuai farewell. With that, Xiao man headed off to live her happy, healthy life with Xiao Zhengxin and their soon-to-be-born child. As for Xiao Kuai, she could only stare at their backs in loneliness as she coughed a couple times, wondering if there would ever be a chance to meet Xiao man again, to catch up to Xiao man again. Alas, Xiao man and Xiao Kuai's story had reached its finish line long ago, but Xiao Kuai simply couldn't keep up in the end. There may be medicine for losing weight, but there was no medicine for regret.